So just mentioning that, I hope you've all checked out the silent auction because it's got some pretty great items there. There is a list in your catalog of those who donated to the silent and the almost live and live auction. If you stop by their business, please thank them for supporting PAWty and companion animals in our community. They love to know when they have supported our organization. It's much appreciated. I'd also like to introduce you to some of PAWty's team members. They're here tonight. Janine is our Facilities and Community Relations Manager. She takes care of our social media. She takes care of the adoption centers, and she is the volunteer coordinator, which she will tell you a little bit about a little later. Michelle, raise your hand, Michelle. Michelle is our animal welfare caretaker. She, with PAWty who is our animal welfare coordinator, handles all the veterinary care for our pets, including working with many of the vet clinics who are here tonight. And then there's Jan Claire, who's also here. And where are you, Jan? There's Jan. And she is our animal care person at Kingston. And she takes care of also the cattery, and she makes sure that the pets who call PAWty our home are well fed and cared for. We also have Hannah, who is our program manager, and Chris and Gwyneth, who are animal care techs at the cattery. Thanks to all of our team and the board of directors, PAWty is a well-run, successful organization who serves our North Kitsap and Bay Bridge Island community. Now, to help me celebrate tonight, these 47 years, I have Chris Surface and Charlie Birdsell as our MCs for the evening. Chris is MCing his 6th gala with PAWty. He is the managing artistic director of Tacoma Little Theater, a nationally award-winning community theater who celebrates their 104th year of community theater this season. Charlie Birdsell is the director of the Bremerton Historical Ships Association's USS Turner Joy, which happens to be docked at the end of the pier in downtown Bremerton. I'm going to hand the program over to them.
Thank you, Diana, and hello, everybody. It is a joy to be here again for, I had to sit and count on my hand if it had been 6 years, and it has been 6 years. 2 of those were virtual, which we all know that was more than 2 years. That's like 20 years all combined that feels like we were doing that. But we're in person again. That's the great thing. Or virtual to everybody who's out there virtually with us tonight, because I've been looking at YouTube and I know you're watching with us. Use the chat box to talk amongst yourselves and to bid. Now, this is a different auction than normal. We're not doing our bid numbers up in the air and waving them around, except for when we do the fun of these. You're using your phone. So I think most of you got the message that you need to have your phones out tonight to be able to bid on the auction items. So while you have your phones out, we're going to do one other thing real quick too, which is do a selfie at your table. I want everybody to take a selfie at your table, or one person designated to take a selfie at their table, and you're going to post it on whatever social media that you use, and you're going to use the hashtag PAWty to do it. So I'm going to do one too, just to prove that we're all here tonight. So everybody smile and wave loud. Woo! Here we are again. And it's fun because these show up on my Facebook memories all the time that we're doing these memories. And I encourage everybody at home, why don't you tweet about the fact or post about the fact that you are here at the PAWty auction this year. PAWty.
And I just want to mention for those of you who have actually here at your team, the beachy center table pieces are also for sale. If you take a little beach home with you, get the sun started for just $25 and start on the table complete, turn it in before you leave, and because of that, also thank you very much.
Now, we are here tonight, folks, because this is the single most important night every year for PAWs. We'll give us a selfie down there real quick. I love what we're doing. That's the best part. This is our most important night. The night that we raise the funds to help keep PAWs going year after year after year. I found out about PAWs with Diana came to start working with them, and my 2 fur babies came from PAWs as well. Carrie and Jack. They are what brings me joy. They are protecting company during the lockdown, and there's this part of my life I feel guilty that I'm not there with them tonight. So at some point we're going to log into the street here and throw some treats at them so they don't forget about me. But you're all your bidding primarily to talk about each item. If you are bidding against the people who are at home or all over the world right now bidding, and that bidding stays open until 9 p.m. our time. So periodically through the night, I will remind you of certain items and if the bids are getting hot. And if they are hot items, you want to grab your phone and say, I want to go on that to Mexico. I want to go meet with those officials. I want to do all those great things. So make sure you have those devices in your hands and handy. And your devices are literally in that county area only.
for several months while we worked with her to learn how to trust human again. And Katie actually fostered her for us and then ultimately adopted her, not to be surprised at all by anyone who knew Pepper and Katie. So, but as I talked about, we do this also with dogs. We do it through a foster program and as well as attached to her at our cattery. So these animals are breeding. So these animals are cared for through our veterinary care fund. And that fund is the main reason why we are here tonight. That fund usually spends about $100,000 a year in veterinary care. And it goes out to about 21 veterinary clinics in our local area. So not only do we support the animals in this area, but we also support a number of businesses in this area. That's part of being a good nonprofit organization. So I'm hoping you all will hear and write stories to all of these steps of other people, because this literally is a life lesson.
Thank you, Diana. So, you've all been to auctions before. It's the race paddle. So we're going to test really quickly if you remember, because it's been a long time since you've been in person. Everybody, grab your bidder numbers and raise them in the air, please. I'm not going to charge you money yet. Just practice real quick. Everybody try it. Every single person should at least practice this real quick. Thank you. This is how we are doing the fun need. So, we are going to start lofty today. We are going to start at the $5,000 level. And here's what I'm going to say. If you want to give more than that, keep your paddle up, and I'll just keep calling your number until you pull it down. If we did $50,000, you're my best friend, and I will go buy you a drink at the bar afterwards. But this is where it helps. This is where your dollars make the most impact. This is money that goes directly to help PAWs do their great work in the community. So do I have anybody who will start at $5,000 today? 550. 550. Bidder number 550. Keep up. Thank you so much. I know we've got our friends online as well who are bidding. Friends who are online, you can keep bidding at any amount right now. We're going through some dollar amounts here in the room, but you can bid as much as you want right now, and I'll start seeing some of those come through my screen in just a second. So we got $5,000. I'm going to drop it down to $2,500. Do I have $2,500? Bidder number 557. Bidder number 510. That's that $2,500 mark. Big round of applause for our bidders at that. Thank you so much. Online bidders, we thank you as well. It's coming up right now. So far, we have raised $22,500 in the fund of need. That is absolutely amazing number to start off with right now. 22.6. We've got Jennifer Bliss. You're out there watching with us right now. Thank you so much. We can see these pop through a little bit with our friends who are online with us. Now, we're going to drop it down to the $1,000 mark. Do I have anybody who will donate $1,000 tonight? Bidder number 540. Bidder number 508. Bidder number 558. Thank you so much. That is our $1,000 level that we have going right now. We'll make it a little bit easier. We're $27,600 right now. $27,600 right now. Just in that moment from the last time it refreshed. We're going to go down to $750. Do I have any $750 level in the room? Thanks, okay, we don't. There can be other opportunities too. But online, we know that some are coming through. Karen Loney and Robert Dean, thank you so much for bidding right there online. We appreciate that. We're at $32,800 right now. This is one of those times where technology is kind of cool because we can see live things like this happening right now. We're at $32,800 right now. We're going to drop down to the $500 level. Who's got $500 to do for me right now? 500 for bidder number 500. Makes sense. That seems like it was pretty much great. Bidder number 580, thank you so much. Bidder number 530, thank you. Bidder number 521, thank you. That's that $500 level. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're at $34,800 right now for that We're going to drop it down to $250. Do I hear $250 from anybody out there today? $250, anyone? 520, and that has the numbers of 250 in bidder number 520. That's perfect. Well done using that numerology to make that bid for us today. That's our $250 level. And Cuba, I'm 589. Would you put me down to that one? Let's go to the $100 level. Who can put $100 up in the air for me tonight? Who can put $100? Bidder number 524, put $100 up in the air. Bidder number 570. That's 10 trips to Starbucks. Come on, everybody. Bidder number 535. Thank you. Bidder number 571. Thank you. Bidder number 504. Thank you. Bidder number 538. Thank you. Bidder number 542. Thank you. That's our $100 level. Big round of applause for that $100 level, everybody. Now we're down to the $50 level. Let's see those actors come up to the $50 level. Anybody do $50? 5 trips to Starbucks? Thank God. That's just a week of going to Starbucks at $50. Okay, that's okay. We're going to drop it down and do one more level, which I hope I can often go over this. $25. Who can do $25 for me right now today? Bidder number 501. Thank you very much for that $25 level. And here's the neat thing. You can continue to 544 at the $25 level. Thank you so much. You can continue to do the funding until June 11th at 9 p.m. So that means if after the event tonight, you walk out to the casino, you put $20 on black, and you come out with a lot of money from that, you can then turn around, log back into that, and put a little bit of that money for the PAWty because you were here tonight and that's how you won the money. So we'd love to see it come back through for that funding. Is that our current total, Cuba? Yes. We are at $39,925. I'm going to do this just because I'm going to say on you. Can we get, we're at 950. Can I get 2 more people to do 25 or 1 person to do 50 right now? 40,000. 518, thank you. And 500, thank you. 558, thank you. 508, thank you. Did I have another one up there? Go ahead. Were you in? Oh no, that's a shame. Oh good, we got your vote. We'll let you two sort that out. Yeah. Go buy her breakfast in the morning. That puts us at 44,950. 44,950. Big round of applause. $44,950, everybody. Thank you. Thank you for that funding. Wow. Very cool. Okay. Let's take a real quick. We know we're a little off in the schedule right now. Wax to riches. Anybody else want to play? Are we out late? We did. Wow. We just got a handful. If you want to play, raise your hand. We'll get it over to you. If not, we'll move on. Okay. Silent auction update. Can I have the silent auction up on the screen, please?
So, as we're kind of waiting here, did everyone get a chance to check out the wonderful desserts on the tables back there? Will you all take a look at those?
I know our table right back there.
One of those,
that table 5.
one of those could be yours to enjoy. You see the envelopes, they're on your table. That's how the table could buy one of them, negotiate with each other or your table mates, add a gift to the envelope by putting cash or a check in the envelope, or adding your bid number to the front list. Each of you then need to write down your dessert-gift amount on the list. We will then collect them in a few minutes, add them up, and when they are ready for dessert, the table with the highest amount donated will go first. Pick a speed dessert selector, decide which dessert you want to go for, and make sure the key lime pie gets a slice over to Chris. And your person will dash to the table and bring it back to as your treasure. And when your envelope is complete, please hold it up, and a gala crew member will come and pick it up. So good luck, and have at it. Cash into the envelope, and we'll see what we do with the dessert then.
Charlie, let's get back into some of those live auction items. Let's go right into item number 303, which is the Bainbridge Island Police Department boat ride, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
That is correct. Ready to take to the water with the Bainbridge Island Police Department? That sounds fun. The PAWty offering a 2-hour ride-along on-marine vessel M8 for up to 4 people. Learn all about water rescue and the role we play in keeping our water safe. Plus, enjoy stunning views and a fun day out at sea. I mean, come on, ride the runway, PD. They got a great boat.
That item starts at the minimum bid of $285, and you raise that at $50. And let's take a look at that real quick. There you are, folks. It's that police boat ride valued at $400. Once again, that opens up and is now going. So let's see it. Charlie, let's move into our next item.
Next item is going to be. It's you.
It's Diana.
It is Diana.
Or is it sports? It's the sports, I think, isn't it? Oh, Pal video. Then Diana, back over to you.
Notice we're having some audio difficulties. It sort of sounds like my stomach at times.
Can you kill channel 1 on the HM? I think that's what it is. Okay, we're okay. Go, Diana.
All right, so this year, PAWty learned just how unique the PAWs program is. That's the Pets and Loving Seniors program. And that, of course, is part of our animal welfare. That is part of our relationship building program. The information about our Pets and Loving Seniors program was picked up from our website and sent out on Facebook. And it went viral. I got phone calls and texts and emails from UK, from Canada, from Mexico, from South Africa, asking me about this program and would I get them a pet. I said, you know what, we don't mail those. Anyway, but I did tell them that I was glad that if they could find an animal welfare organization, that I would show them how to build this program. We found one other program in the United States that has a similar PAWs program, and that's in New Orleans, and that's all I could find that had another PAWs program. So that's how unique this program is. Anyway, I wanted to tell you a little bit, or let actually Mary and her kitty Chrissy, who's part of the PAWs program, tell you a little bit about how important the PAWs program is to her. And please tell me you can hear her.
Just well, for Chrissy, I couldn't have gotten a better pet. And the PAWs program is all for cats, and seeing that they are matched up well. They don't just give you the cat and that's it, but they care for these cats. And I appreciate that. I know that Chrissy got good care before I got her, and she continues to, we continue to get checked in on as well, and they're attentive to their pets, and they care for them, and there in turn, the pets are a pleasure for the people, and they're certainly an agency, a care group to be supported. Their work is important to us who flourish after we've lost pets, family, and would certainly encourage and ask you to support the people who give of their time and love the cats as well, you can tell it.
Okay.
So I wanted to tell you, a lot of people wonder where this program started from. This actually was Judy Hartstone, who was the previous executive director of PAWs. She was having a conversation with Helpline House, trying to figure out a way that they could help seniors be able to have a pet, but not have to pay for the vet care that PAW's would be able to help them. And that's how the PAWs program came about. It was through a discussion in about 2013. So for PAWs history, it's actually a fairly new program, but it is extremely unique, and it actually is one of the favorite in our community. So thank you so much for supporting it.
Thank you, Diana. And a big round of applause for our wonderful senior who shared their story with us. We're going to jump right into item number 304, which is the Puget Sound Sports Package. Charlie, tell us about that.
You guys are going to love this. It's a double pair of tickets. Enjoy 2 tickets to see the Hens take on Toronto Blue Jays on Saturday, July 9th. That's the 7:10 first pitch. And you can see the Hens play the LA Angels on Saturday, August 3rd, which is an afternoon game for a 1:10 first pitch. Mariners tickets are section 132, row 23, seats 11 and 12. And then enjoy 2 tickets, seats still to be determined, to see the Seahawks take on the New York Jets on January 1st, 2023.
Valued at $518. The minimum bid is $350, and that is a raise of $50. So get those mobile devices. I see somebody right there who looks like they're a sports fan bidding on those items right now. So make sure that that's happening. We're going to go right into our next item, number 305. Tell us about Chicago, Charlie.
I'm going to tell you that for a sec, but first off, with the dessert dash envelopes, how we doing on those? Everybody got them taken care of? Okay, so let's move on just a bit here. If you've got the envelope, raise it up so we can take it from you and get started with that. There's one.
Good. Can we get a runner out there to grab that envelope from them? If you have the envelope, hold that pie in the air, and we'll get a runner over there to grab it.
Excellent.
I'm worried about that good fever.
And just a reminder, if you're not done yet, we will ask for the hand in a second, so no worries. Charlie, tell us about Chicago, and I'll go over and grab those.
Well, you got it. Step back in the time to the era of Prohibition, speakeasies and gangs in Chicago. For 4 days, 3 nights at either the Fairmont Chicago, Millennium Park, Swift Hotel, Chicago, and Sofitel, Chicago Magnificent Mile for 2. Your trip includes a historian-led gangsters and ghost tour that takes you to one-time gangster hangouts and haunted sites like Palmer House, Congress Hotel, and Death Alley, as it were. Then head out on your Prohibition tour of 4 historic bars in operation since the 1920s. This adults-only tickets tour takes you to once illicit establishments in Old Town, Wicker Park, and the Chicago Loop, where liquor, jazz, and mobsters rule. With bus as an easy shuttle for you, and it's also acts as your destination driver.
Valued at $2,500. There's a lot of liquor tonight. I see the same liquor and everything, Charlie.
Great to be the case.
It's the case. $2,500 is value. Opening bid is $1,800. What a great value for that trip, and the raise is $100. So let's make sure that you are out there bidding on those items right now. I'll give you an update real quick. There are some items that are going well in the live auctions. At Baker's Island, police boat is already at $585. So if you want to go take that ride, you can bid on that still too. Becca, it's time for you to come back up again. And it's time for a message from our wonderful board president. Becca, big round of applause for Becca.
Can you hear me? All right. Good evening, everybody, again, and thanks for tonight for the technical difficulties as we all make our way in the future. One of the things that I wanted to do is to give you a little bit more depth into what's going on. So I'm a landscape architect by training. What I do with my husband and our firm is we design zoos and wildlife sanctuaries around the world. And my passion is animal welfare and the commitment to the people who work with animals in their care. And so I joined PAWs because I really thought about what PAWs was doing in the community that we all serve. And to me, PAWs is about, yes, it's about animals. It's about those kittens that we rescue. It's about that heartthrob of looking into those little eyes. But more than that, it's about community building. And as we look around us in coming back from COVID and getting back together again and looking at our communities, this is what it's all about. And the love that we have for animals and the fact that these animals make us better human beings is what is so important to me. And so the board of directors is a committed group of people who have donated their times, volunteered their times. And what we're going to be doing this coming year is we're going to be looking at a strategic plan to not only take those amazing programs that you've heard about tonight from Diana, but also to expand that, to think about what we can do for our community, the animals in our care, and the people that we love around us, and make this community an even better, more empathetic, more caring community that takes care of those around us. And so what I would invite you, each of you, and particularly the males in the room, I've got lots of females I'm dealing with, but you males in the room, all right, you males in the room, I'm talking to you. All right, got it. All right, I'm looking for a couple good males. Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I love females, but I'm looking for a couple of good guys. Here, we're looking to build the border. Anybody who's interested in helping to build community, in building our support for the animals in our care, then talk to me, talk to Diana. We would love to have you participate on this, particularly a couple of good guys, okay? Got that message? All right. All right, we'll be talking. All right. So thank you. I am so appreciative of you all being here tonight and giving of this. We've got a couple of empty places at the table there, but that doesn't mean much of anything because the conversations we've all had around us. So thank you again for everything that you do and continue to do. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Charlie, I think should we just roll right into 306?
I think we should.
Now item number 306, Garden PAWty.
Your yard will look positively fabulous with 10 yards of top-dressing mulch, wheelbarrow. You'll get a garden tools, planting pots, and hangers, seed starters, tubers, and more. The perfect gift for the gardener in your life. We all have one of those, don't we?
Valued at $700, the minimum bid is $500, and the raise is $100. So ladies and gentlemen, start bidding on that item. Are there any dessert dash envelopes left out at tables? This is last call for dessert dash envelopes. Table 8, thank you so much. Is that our troublemaker table number 5? Yeah, that's what I thought. Did y'all do like $700 each? Come on, just think about that. You can get key lime pie and share it with me. It's a perfect thing. Okay, those are our last 2 dessert dash items. Okay, Diana, we also have table number 5 with their envelope. Thank you. So we're going to take that from you in just 1 second.
And it's time for the dog. Bingo.
Really? Is it time for that? Do you want to do a silent lunch for my broker too, maybe? Go ahead. Silent lunch. So, there was a farmer, had a dog, and what was his name? Anybody? Bingo! Bingo was his name. It's time for bingo. So, Katie and Mindy, I need you to come up here, please, because it's bingo time.
Everybody get your bingo cards out.
So in your envelope, you got a bingo card. It's time to find the Katie and Mindy tell us all about it.
Hi, friends. Hello. You guys ready to play? Get your bingo cards out and win. Ooh, Amy, what are we winning? You're winning now from Giant Pineapple, a party pack, right? A party pack, a beach party pack. There you go. So, anyways, we're away from our phones, so I don't know if our friends that are online that usually tell us when they can't hear us, if they hear us. Nice. All right. Hey, by the way, there are doggers. If there are some volunteers that we're gonna hand us out. Where are the doggers? There are 3 boxes of doggers. Oh, awesome. Thanks, guys. But anybody who attended last year knows how necessary this is.
It was interesting.
It was very interesting. So we're going to walk through how to play bingo really quickly because some people didn't know last year.
They just didn't get it.
So, to get bingo, as most of you know, you need to get 5 in a row, either across, down, or diagonal, all in one line.
Yep.
Not 5 total.
Nope.
I swear there's a reason I'm explaining this. And you take a free space. So if you cross that counts as free space, one of your 5. So remember, 5 in a row.
In a row.
In a row.
In a row.
Everybody got that?
In a row.
Okay.
The virtual folks got it in a row. So, yeah. All right. Because everybody has their numbers. Yeah. Katie's going to write down, and I just realized, Robert, my reading glasses are on the table. Okay. Ready?
Can you tell me to not script this? You're going, look out, television.
You know, we have fun. This is what we do.
All right.
Thank you. All right. Hey, by the way, can I just say thank you guys for supporting PAWs. It's, for me, God, I think I've been with PAWs, I don't even know, 20 years maybe? So, and my business Browning, which is from PAWs, and so many of my free funds from PAWs, and so, here's the foster failure. She's a foster failure. So,
Also, next November.
all right, here we go. Ready? First one. Get your bingo card out, get a marker, and text.
Yes,
Can I
sorry.
point out real quick?
So for all the people who are online,
Oh, is it up there?
okay, for those of you who are online and listening, apologies because we sound erratic.
We didn't see that, actually.
There are instructions on your screen now of what to do. If you get bingo, text a photo.
206-999-5105.
So for those of you who are in person, once we get a few numbers out, we're going to pause a little to give people some time. So,
All right, here we go.
first number.
We got P3. I don't need any better copies. P3. There's got to be a P3, yeah? Okay. Yeah.
Okay, overachiever.
Right on.
B3.
Oh. 74. B3.
B3.
Okay. Next one is 074.
074.
N37.
N37.
That's not. I28.
I28.
G58.
G58.
N31.
N31.
Okay. I-23.
I-23. It is possible there will be bingo at this point, so we'll have some dramatic pauses.
No, dramatic pause.
People.
Ooh, my favorite. Ooh, B12. B12. Vitamins. I take these vitamins. B12.
Number. B12. Apparently maybe likes to take B12.
I can take B12.
That's not in me. 16. I-16. Oh, I'm hearing some cats in the background. We're getting close. The sooner you guys win, the sooner we all can see. Yeah. Although I know you love us. There are some really good items to go on instead of us up here being ridiculous. I don't know, this is a really big bottle of rock. Kind of like it. Okay. G54. G54. Okay, N42. N42. Woo! Online people. Hopefully they can hear us. Really hope they can. Okay, B15. B15. I need you. Okay. N33. N33. Okay. Oh, here's another. N35. N35. You might not see it. G53. G53. Dramatic pause with the all-nighters. Okay, alright. Here we go. We got another I. I-25. I-25. N45. Yes.
N42.
Yes. That's a good one. There's one. We got another one over here and another one there. Oh my God. Very good. You do it all. Hey Bruce, if you get this, I will have to owe you a. Yep. 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 All four. Yep. 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 Yep, that's good, bingo. Oh my God. Are there any pictures, text? So are we doing 3 prizes or are we doing a call-up? Okay. Okay. Congratulations to our 3 winners. Alright, thanks everybody. For the 3 of you that won, can you write your name on your card and send it over to us? Yeah. And that way we can make sure everybody gets a prize. Yes. Bruce, I know you'll get this later.
Where are you pointing?
Give them a hand, everybody. The Papa Bingo.
Give them a hand. Yes, indeed. Table 5, always having
Table 5 is a fun
They've
table.
been having a good time.
I like them. Okay, one more reminder. Any dessert dash envelopes left? Good, that's a good thing. Okay, Wax to Riches is going to close right now, I think. So this is your last call for Wax to Riches. We have a few lays left, I think. If not, it is your last chance, $75 for those Wax to Riches lays. Wax to Riches is closed, ladies and gentlemen. Closed Wax to Riches. Item number 307.
Number 307.
Jan Claire's calendar cover.
Your pet was made to be in pictures. This is their chance to grace the cover of the 2023 PAWty calendar in an elegant artistic representation. Local artist Jan Claire will create a watercolor, colored pencil, or acrylic work of art based on a photo of your pet. You will receive an unframed, copy-ready version. Minimum bid?
Minimum bid is $400. The raise is $50. This is your animal gracing the cover of all 12 months. Valued at $525, and thank you, Jan Claire. Moving on to item number 308 is the fine dining package. Charlie, tell us all about it.
Well, get ready to explore the finest dining our region has to offer with this incredible package of gift certificates. You'll take home the following: Plaza, $100. Green Light Diner, $50. Restaurant Marche, $150. Soco Divino, $75. Via Rosa, $100. Crabtree, $50. Anthony's, $50. Agate Cafe, $150. As well as a certificate for a 2-night stay at the Perch at Eagle Harbor, a charming Bainbridge Island B&B.
Valued at $1,210. Currently, it is already bid on at $750. That means you can start raising that bid by $100 for that amazing package, which means it needs to go for more than $1,210 because that's what it's worth. Janine,
You're up!
you're up.
Come on down!
You're the next contestant on the PAWty.
Can you hear me now? Of course you can hear me.
Hi everyone, I'm Amy Burlington, and I'm here to talk about volunteering. We have been closed down in our adoption centers. Of course, we have people coming in to take care of cats, but we don't have as many volunteers as we need to get the centers open again. And our goal to start with is 3 days a week at each center. We have 2 centers, one's in Bainbridge and one's in Kingston. And I would love for any of you to come and volunteer with us, or if you know someone who would like to volunteer. It's a lot of fun. Take care of the cats, give them toys, give them treats.
We're also looking for volunteers for this committee right here and now. The gala committee for next year. We could really use more bodies to be able to help us out because we want to make it a much larger event. Back to our normal event. There might be some dancing, you know, those kinds of things all coming back. This one is a little smaller than what we normally do, but oh my, look! Take those nuggets down! Yay! Okay, we're also looking for, what was the other? Food bank. Maybe some of you know that we actually have a pet food bank, and what happens with this program is we receive donations such as from the ferry women who would bring us dog and cat food. We repackage it into smaller containers and we take them to, what are we at, 7? We're at 5 different food banks in the area. Some of them have actually closed down, but we've been up to about 8 food banks in the area, and we donate the food there, both canned and kibble, as well as treats, and sometimes we even we get donated different items like leashes and blankets and that kind of stuff we'll donate to the food banks. but we are looking for volunteers to be able to help us with that program, to help with boat delivery as well as repacking. And we are always looking for delivery for food, kibble, and wet food, cats and dogs. We deliver them, so you can really help us. We do about 6,000 pounds a year. And the food banks are highly dependent upon these. One of the reasons why is when they don't have pet food there, the people pick up human food. And a lot of times the human food needs to go to humans. So we try and encourage that we have pet food there so that they'll take pet food. So if you want to volunteer with PAWs, we're a fun group. We have a good time. We'd really love to have you with us. And this is our volunteer coordinator, Janine. You also can find the information about it online on our website.
I'm just not good at this, so I'm glad that she's here because I'm just doing that. I really love it. Yeah, I just really like to have anyone come aboard. It's a lot of fun. Thank you.
That may not be good at this part of it, but she's good at what she does. Got a hand for her one more time.
Indeed. So, we have 7 items left to talk about. We're going to call this the 7th inning stretch. So really quickly, just stand up and stretch for a second if you need to. I'll give 10 seconds to stand up and stretch. Just wave around, step around. Some of you need to get ready for that dessert dash in a second, so maybe you have to shake out the legs of the arms here instead of hammy stretched out. Okay, and that was our 7th inning stretch. We're going right into item number 309. Charlie, tell us about the barrel of wine.
Oh yeah, wine connoisseurs will jump for this fabulous collection of libations. Once again, we're doing this responsibly. Take home because you'll be taking home 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 assorted white, sparkling, and red wines to get your summer parties, or PAWties as it would be, started. Minimum bid is $550.
And valued at $721, and this is quite the start of your wine cellar. So let's make sure that you're bidding on those bottles of wine.
All right, we have got the envelopes. We have the table envelopes for the dessert dash.
Do we have numbers?
They're added up. Chris will call out the table numbers. When you hear your table number, your person you have trained, got them ready, will dash to the dessert table to select from the dessert platter. Plates, forks, and serving utensils are on your table. Enjoy! So,
Okay, first table to go. We're going to do a little beat between them. First table, number 8, go!
number 8.
And table number 6, go!
Number 6.
Table number 5, go! Pardon me. Table number, we're not talking over people. Table number 7. Table 7, table 2. Table 9. Table 3. Table 4. Table 1. There you go. Our dessert dash is complete. Remember, I love key lime pie.
And it's over at table 6.
Table 6. I'll move it up.
Okay.
Congratulations. Now,
Go ahead.
there are 39 that place at your table to help you cut up your dessert. Remember, every bite of dessert means one more bid on an item. So every time you take a bite of dessert, you push bid now on something. Let's see here real quick. We are at number 310.
We are at number 310.
A trip to Arizona. Charlie, tell us about the trip to Arizona.
Rugged rides and outdoor adventures await in Sedona, Arizona. 2 people will enjoy 4 days, 3 nights at the Poco Diablo, as well as a Peak Jeep Off-Roading Tour. Sedona is among the top destinations for mountain biking, hiking, golfing, wine tasting, and beautiful scenery. On your Peak Jeep Tour, choose one of 5 routes and explore Native American history and culture, nature, geology, or stunning panoramic vistas. Restrictions for this trip are listed in the category.
Valued at $2,000. Opening bid was $1,800. We're already at $2,000. That's raising by 100. So start, get ready to go on that nice trip to Arizona. We're going to be item 311 and Everyday Nat Cuba. It's almost time for the WTR drawing, so be ready for that. Thank you. Awesome. Item 311, Charlie, tell us about Come to the Cabernet, my friend.
Oh, I tell you what, this incredible wine package includes one bottle Thurston Wolf, the Teacher Cabernet Sauvignon 2020. One bottle Chateau Saint Michel Cabernet Sauvignon 2018. One bottle Essorita Cabernet Sauvignon 2011. One bottle Burton Bull Cabernet Sauvignon 2018. And the Pace de Resistance. One bottle of Chateau Lafite Rothschild Red Bordeaux 1999. Oh, and you get charming dog and cat charms too.
Diana entrusted me to hold this bottle of wine. I don't know why she did that. This is valued at $1,244, and this is the $1,000 bottle of wine that's in my hand that can be yours tonight. Wouldn't that go great at the nightcap this evening when you go back to your rooms? So thank you everybody for this one. Value $1,244, and it is starting at $750. Raise is $100. I gotta take this out of my hand so I don't do anything bad. Whew. Okay. I have over here our wax to riches. Charlie, you want to talk about that real quick again?
Rags to riches. We had a raffle. We have tickets. 75 tickets available. $485 of scratcher tickets will go to this number.
Diana's holding the bag of lottery tickets, the basket of lottery tickets. She's picking a number. It better be mine. Is it mine? Aloha.
Aloha, yeah.
Mahalo for doing that. So that is pretty awesome. $485 of scratch tickets. Boy, is she going to be tired after scratching all this.
Absolutely.
Let's see here real quick. Diana, it's time for you to come back up and let people know how to do things. If we could get ready for the video, that would be wonderful. Thank you so much.
Tell you a little bit about how nonprofit organizations collaborate together to be able to accomplish the amount of things that we accomplish all together for our North Kidnap endangered Catholic community. And what you are going to see here in just a moment is a collaboration of a trap neuter return program that Janine has been working with one of the staff members at Kidnap Humane Society. And go ahead, Chris.
Turn off the lights.
Collaborating with other nonprofit organizations. How about that? What? Yeah, you want to explain what's going on?
Okay, so this was a colony of 2 male cats. You can see the big male right there trying to get into the food, and I believe there were 10 females that we caught that day. You can see the 2 females coming over looking right now. Just a little warning, when the male goes into the cage, it's a little, you know. So they're looking, and then I think so with KHS, what they do is they have a TNR program, and if there are at least 10 cats in the feral colony, they will come out with the traps. I'm going to say something like that's how aware they are of their surroundings. He saw my camera on there, and he came and looked at it, so he knew it was there. But TNR, as soon as they have at least 10 cats, they'll bring the traps. I think we had 20 traps that day, and we set them all, and now he's in there.
Oh, yeah, okay, so these lights
We got them all at once, other than 2 regulars and 1 I went back and got that afternoon, and then the last one he just came back and got that evening. We're 12 altogether. I get 2 males, and the rest are all female.
Just know that when they finally got there to do the TNR program, all the females were either pregnant, lactating, or in here.
So once they get trapped, the first thing, of course, you want to get over there as soon as you can, and you cover it. And that's what I'm doing right there. And once they're covered, they're like birds. They just go calm. So once they're covered, they're not going to hurt themselves by running around in there anymore.
So this is one of many programs that we collaborate with other organizations with. Another program that we will be collaborating with KHS is, I'm sure many of you know, that they will have a low-cost veterinary clinic that should be opening in the next couple of years. They actually are starting to do some surgeries there to help with low income, and our veterinary assistance program has already stepped in and helped some of the people, because there are many people who still could not afford, even at low cost, the care that is needed. And so they are working with PAWty through our veterinary assistance program to be able to afford the surgeries that they wouldn't necessarily be able to afford. And Kids at Humane will step up further and further as they continue the building for that new program, and we will be a part of helping to provide funding for that. We also work quite a bit with the Squamish tribe, and they have a really neat program called the Spay Neuter Vaccination Program for tribal members. And they provide us a grant, and we set up the appointments for the surgeries and track the vaccinations. This has really decreased the amount of res pets that are running around wild on the reservations in the Squamish tribe, and really decreased the amount of disease that is spread through feral animals that are running around. So these are just an example of the many ways that we collaborate together. We collaborate with businesses. We are really well known throughout the community as working together with others. And I just wanted you to know, I hear from people all the time, oh, you're in competition with them. We're not. We're not. There's enough animal welfare out there to keep us all busy. There's no competition. We work together because the main thing is Fluffy needs the treatment, and we need to be there for Fluffy. And that's what we believe in.
Thank you, Diana. Really quick, we're going to do a little bit of the barrel of wine has no bids yet, nor does that $1,000 bottle of wine. Come on, folks. The live auction stays open until Charlie and I close it, so get those phones out and start bidding on those things. We've got the, let's see, that one's coming up. Baby John's at $685. The 5 Days of Paradise is at $1,500. The Spokes Pets at $1,000. PAWty Time is at $600. And the star of the holiday calendar is at $550. So keep bidding on those items, folks. And here we go with our next item. Charlie, tell us about 4-course deal.
Well, when you step up to the tee and you do the little waggle, you can yell before you hit it. 4! Golfers will love this quartet of gift certificates for Meadow Gear, Recording Woods, White Horse, and Gold Mountain Golf Course and Country Clubs. In addition to these items for your golf bag and Northwest Playbook. containing discounts and coupons from courses around the Puget Sound region.
Valued at $755. This one starts at $500 and it raises by 100. So get ready to yell 4 and have some fun golfing at all of those wonderful, wonderful courses. Item number 313, let's get lost in wine.
Grab a few of your favorite friends and enjoy some fun conversation, yummy bites, and lovely wines on actress Elizabeth Mitchell's Bainbridge Island Ranch. Elizabeth will delight all with her stories and awesome wines. And Aaron Walsh from Luna Cellars will be describing the wines you're sipping. This will be a very special evening with additional special surprise.
This is valued at $755. It starts at $500. The raise is $100. How do you know who Elizabeth Mitchell is? Did you watch Lost? Did you watch The Santa Claus 2 and 3? Did you watch The Expanse? And then when there's Revolution she was in, which was on first season. Then the show that just broke my heart when they canceled early was the revival of V that she was the star in, and then they only got one season of that. But that is an amazing chance to sit with a brilliant actor. So please start bidding on that item and have some fun with Elizabeth Mitchell. And if you need somebody to fill out your group, just please let me know and I'll come join you for that one. Okay, now we're moving on to 314. Charlie.
Chris?
Diamond forever.
Yeah.
Thank you to Daisy and Amelia for being our spokespeople for PAWty. And thank you for Mary Eckman of 4 Foot Photography for making them look so adorable while lounging on the beach. June 3rd, 2023, we will be hosting the Paws Being Gala. Diamonds are forever. Oh, 007 joke there. Who is your favorite James Bond and who is your favorite Bond woman or villain? And who will be the spokesman for Diamonds Are Forever? Minimum bid for this is $600. It raises at $100. The value is $1,000. Charlie and I were already talking about who we would want to dress up with. As
Your daughter Cat will be talking down when they become the spokesman for the 2023 Paws Big Auction. Diamonds Are Forever. Enjoy seeing their glamorous photo on the front of the catalog, invitation, and other event materials. This package includes a professional photo shoot of your pet with Mary Eckman, a photographer who specializes in helping animals look their very best. In addition, your pet's gorgeous photo will top the June page of the 2023 Paws Big calendar.
okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at item number 315. Sensational Mexico Resort Stay. Charlie, tell us about that one.
Take in the majesty and the majestic vistas of Mexico with an 8-day, 7-night stay at a 4 or 5-star resort. 2 people will enjoy this getaway in your choice of Cabo San Lucas, Nuevo Balatar. I'm so well with Spanish. Vallarta, Acapulco, and Riviera Maya, Cancun. Resorts include Grand Maya, Riviera Maya, Hacienda Del Mar, Grand Bliss, and Hacienda Encantada. Please see restrictions listed in the catalog for this trip.
Valued at $2,500. This one started at $800. The raise is $100. And wait for the screen that I see right here to flip over. And I'll let you know that right now it's at $2,200 for that sensational Mexico stay. Thank you so much. Let's get that up above the $2,500 packet. Cuba, could I possibly get a raise the paddle update if you are able to? Thank you so much. We're going to let you know how that raise the paddle's going. Looks like right now we are at $44,950. That is higher than it was last time we looked at that. So thank you for those who continue to bid on that, especially out there virtually with us. We really do appreciate that you have continued to do that for us. Charlie, over to you.
If you bought a centerpiece, don't forget to turn in the purchase form and then take the beach home with you tonight. If you won items in the Almost Live or live auction tonight and you're here in person, please take them with you. If you did not register a credit card, please stop by at the registration table. There, you can also pick up any gift, certificates that came in with your winnings. Contact information is with the gift certificate, and if you need to arrange pickup, we will begin to make contact via email or phone on June 6th.
And also, what we want to do is let you know that the live auction items are going to close very shortly. And so, Charlie, I think we make that decision. So I think we say that the live auction closes in 5 minutes at 8:50. So let me reiterate that to those who are in the room right now. Pick up your devices, open it to the bidding page, and you have 5 minutes left to bid on any of the live auction items. After that, they are gone forever. I'm just going to watch the screen flip by real quick. Chicago's going for $1,900. The sports package is going for $400. The fine dining is a steal at $850 right now. Somebody needs to outbid bidder number 560. I think he's in the room. I think I called that one off earlier in the race panel. That barrel of wine, a steal right now. Come on, swoop in there and get the barrel of wine. And come on, 1,000-year-old. $1,000 bottle of wine, a 1,000-year-old bottle of wine. That's a whole different kind of bottle of wine we have on here. But we want to remind you that our auction will close at 8:50 p.m. The live auction closes, and tonight the silent auction closes at 9 p.m. So you can still get in there and bid on those silent auction items. And so what we want to do right now too, this event, number one, could not be made possible without the wonderful staff of PAWty. We really appreciate what they've done to help make this happen. But there were sponsors for tonight's event as well. So I want everybody to pay attention as we name out our sponsors for tonight's event, and we're going to applaud for them. So number one, our sponsors for the Ocean View Level, Winslow Animal Clinic, and Brown Bear Car Wash. Big round of applause for that level of sponsor. Can we get powering up with these sponsors, please? There we go, thank you very much. And at our White Sand sponsor level, Animal Emergency and Trauma Center, the Laugh, Cry, Dream, Read Fund at Bainbridge Community Foundation, Carrie and Steve Richardson, and the Port Gamble General Store. At our Palm Tree sponsor level, Auntie Mid's Specialized Pet Care Incorporated, Jimmy Coach Law, PLLC, Fullbone Animal Clinic, Team D, Fairway Mortgage, Town and Country Markets, and Windermere Real Estate. Big round of applause for our Palm Tree sponsors. And our EDBTCWT Little Yellow Polka Dot Bikini sponsors, Companion Animal Wellness, Day Road Animal Hospital, and Tender Touch Animal Hospital. Big round of applause for those sponsors and all of our sponsors who made that happen for us here tonight. What a night. Diana, I know you need to thank some people too.
I would like to thank you. Thank you for your patience. We've had a few technical difficulties tonight. We have worked really hard to try and put a hybrid event together, and well, we might have to work just a little bit harder to figure that one out. But thank you for your patience and bearing with us as we experimented with technology. Please continue auctioning. The silent auction continues until 9 o'clock, and the live auction, gentlemen, 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
And
Charlie, do you want to thank the Gala Committee?
I certainly do. Head co-chair Julie Richards, Mindy Anderson, Susan Braun, Kathy Rain, Lee Brewer, Cuba and Anna Flowers, Gina Kidler, Gary Richardson, Janine Worthington, Irene Torres, and Katie Thomas-Sewell. It's been, I'll tell you, kind of an interesting evening, but you deserve the applause for being here.
Now, we are now, let's see, 45 seconds away. So I see a phone there. I see a phone with somebody down there. You've got 45 seconds. Hugh, are you ready to close out in just 45 seconds? We're down to, let's see, we're getting down close to 35 seconds.
We're good. We still got our company average, a little bit wide.
This is exciting. A little different than normal. I didn't know.
That's a little interesting.
25 seconds.
An update.
20 seconds.
Oh.
Next is 23. 15 seconds. The vote is at 85, we're going right along. We're at 10 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. We're ticking down. That second hand is sweeping around. And we're at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Even the silent auction is closed. That means in 10 minutes, the silent auction closes. But everybody, we want you to pull out. Since you're on your devices out, you're still bidding on silent auctions. Open your calendar app and put June 3rd, 2023. Diamonds are forever for our next PAW's event here at the beautiful Clearwater Casino.
Diamonds forever.
Diamonds are forever. You are all forever. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you next year. Go enjoy the rest of the evening and your desserts, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good night. Nope. Hi. Oh, okay. That's what I said.
Well, I need to talk about their sport with the that's the way. still trying to get into where everything I take on my well, it's just like today I brought the normal Thank you.